Being forced to stay indoors can be a tough time if you don't have a quarantine. And meeting somebody special is all the more challenging these days. So two guys in San Francisco came up with a solution to matchmake from the comfort of your home. Joining me now is the co-founder of the Quarantine Bachelor, Tyler Cohen. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So how does this work and how can people get in on the fun?
Sure. So we're an Instagram dating show. We host a full season every week. So just find us on Instagram at Quarantine Bachelor. That's where all the action's going down. And we basically are doing this show as a parody, but like a current version of The Bachelor, where we are selecting a quarantine bachelor or bachelorette. So we switch it up every week with five contestants and condensing the entire season down into a week. And we're doing all the dates virtually. We're doing interviews, get to know everybody virtually, selfie cameras, Zoom meetings, Skype dates, FaceTime, Instagram Live. We're using all the tools we have while we're all staying at home to try and help people find love while they're trapped inside.
So tell me about how you guys hatched up this plan and then put it into action.
Sure. So I worked with my co-founder, Jimmy Parento. We met while working at Yelp. I just moved to San Francisco in January to work at Yelp, and I had this idea. There was a show I was on in New York that was a live dating show, and I wanted to start it when I moved to San Francisco, a similar live dating show. And I spoke to Jimmy about it, who's a dating show connoisseur. He's amazing. Watched every single thing I've ever heard of. And we decided to start a live show. So we were going through all the hoops. We found a venue. We were about to launch, and then the quarantine hit. So we kind of thought that the plan was on hold for a while until he called me one day and said, "Why don't we just do the show virtually? We can use Instagram for this."
I love
And
the
the
idea.
Quarantine Bachelor came out of that.
That's awesome. So let's talk about the ceremony part. The original show is known for handing out roses, but of course we are being told to keep our physical distance, and you've changed it up to the more coveted toilet paper roll. Tell me about that.
That's right. Instead of a rose, you get a roll. And instead of a proposal, you get a date when the quarantine's over. And those are the stakes for our show. It's quick, lighthearted, upbeat. And our bachelor, during our roll ceremony, will pick a lucky few contestants in the first ceremony to receive the coveted toilet paper roll, which means that they move on to the final round. And then he or she has one final roll left to give to his or her quarantine queen or king. And that's how the season works. We do two ceremonies every season, weekly.
And so how many people per episode, and how do you guys end up choosing who's going to be your bachelor or bachelorette?
Great question. We have five contestants on each season, and we have one bachelor or bachelorette, of course. We pick from people who've applied via this Google form we set up 2 weeks ago, and it just blew up. We've had hundreds of applications all over the country. We expected them to concentrate in different major cities, but nope, spread out all over the country. We've got people looking to get on the show, and the feedback's been incredible. But the link's right in our bio, and I think we have just about 300 applications 2.5 weeks later.
So the pressure is a little bit less. I mean, you're not forcing these people to get married like the original Bachelor, but they do have to wait quite an indefinite amount of time before they can actually meet each other in person. Is that right?
I mean, yeah, I don't think any of us knows when this is going to end. So for now, this is what dating is. And we're hoping to kind of make it fun and keep people in good spirits while everything's a little bit crazy.
And thanks for doing that and bringing some of that fun during these otherwise really bleak times. What else should people know about what you guys are doing, and do you plan to develop it along the way and make some changes as you learn more?
Sure. We've received some incredible feedback so far and some awesome shout outs, including a shout out from Demi Lovato on her Instagram page yesterday, which was nuts. And we're in the middle of season 2 right now. Our season 3, we're hoping to launch the first same-sex season. We're hoping to do a gay season, and really excited for that. We've gotten so many great applicants from all different backgrounds, and we just can't wait to start finding where the show can go from here. But we're going to launch a new season every single week on our Instagram page. So that's currently what we got going on. And it's just fun and silly. We try to post something every day just to get people a little smile whenever they check in.
What kinds of questions are you guys asking in the application process that catches your eye about who you want to be participating in the next round?
We ask them for their worst date story, which has been so telling to hear the way people describe a bad date. Some of it is so funny and comical, others seem so real, and it makes me worry that I might have been some of those people. Um, but we ask that. We ask what their idea of a perfect romantic evening is. Um, we ask questions like describe your ideal man or woman, and describe your last relationship. But we try to go deep on some of the personal stuff to really get to know what you're like.
And I tried to catch a little bit of your first season, and my understanding is a lot of people are just dying to go outside. So when they were asked, where would you like to go once we're finally able to meet up, they were like, I don't care as long as it's outside, which I think a lot of people can really relate to right now.
Definitely. Yeah, that's been the overwhelming answer on our application form is I just want to leave the house.
And I mean, Instagram, there's a lot of youth that is attracted to that platform, but is there an age limit for who can participate here?
Yeah, right now we keep the age limit at 18, just to keep it all adults on the page. And we try to find people who will be compatible with one another. So when we pick a bachelor or bachelorette, we read their application, we call them, we Skype them, and we find out what kinds of people could be compatible with you. And that includes age. So we'll try to match you with the perfect 5 people to give everyone a real shot of being your Corrin queen or king.
And are you still looking?
Personally,
Yeah.
yeah, I am. My co-founder is not. He has a fiance, and they're very
Okay,
happy.
so there's some
But
experience there. Maybe he knows who's a match for one another, but you're still trying.
I'm still trying, but he's the relationship expert in our duo, for sure.
But you definitely know more than the rest about basically how difficult this is right now to actually meet somebody when you're confined to those 4 walls. So thank you so much, Tyler Cohen, for bringing in, again, something different, something fresh, something fun during these times, which can be really trying for a lot of people out there.
Thanks for having us. Really appreciate it.
All right, Tyler Cohen there with the Quarantine Bachelor. For now, you're watching Chron On, the Bay Area streaming news 24/7.